This is my review on the comments for the Xbox 720 rumors and speculations over specs and every other thing going along with it. Now, started off, this has not been confirmed or denied. We don't know what's actually going on besides what we either make up in our head or speculate from. So to get started, the Xbox 720 is rumored to not have a physical disc, which means it will not take disc. It will still take USB and other things like that, not disc. And that would be a growing problem for us because a lot of us have our disc. Me, personally, if I could not play my disc on the Xbox 720, I wouldn't get it. What's the point of buying all those games and not being able to play them again? Now you're thinking, well, if you want to play your Xbox 360 games, all you gotta do is play your Xbox 360. Problem with that is, eventually the Xbox 360 would get demolished, and you wouldn't see the Xbox 360 Live working anymore, right? So that means you would be forced to get the Xbox 720, play the Live on there, but you won't have any games for it until you buy them the way that they have it. If they did that, they would be destroying a large group of their base. Now they eventually make some kind of patches and updates where you can do backwards compatibility, but those are only for downloadable games, not future games and other stuff like that. They may make an optical drive. I have read about that. An optical drive, an external drive, not optical, but would allow you to play your disc. However, the estimations for that could be from $80 to $20, and that's absurd. I mean, they did it with the Xbox 360 just to play the HD disc. They had you buy this little disc thing that you could play for the very first Xboxes. To keep going though, what would you do in that entire situation? I'm telling you personally, I would go to PS4. Only PS4 though allows you to play your PlayStation 3 games. I don't have many PlayStation 3 games, so I haven't invested in it fully. But just to see how it is now, that's insane. But we know Microsoft is like that. They figured out the masterful scheme that people will pay for just about anything. No matter the price, no matter what they do with it. Same thing for gas. People said, well, when gas gets $5, I won't pay for it. Yeah, I bet. I bet you want me the first one in line getting that gas in the morning, just so you can say, well, I got it for $4.99. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Now to keep going, we got some other things to talk about for the Xbox 720, and that is its release date. It is rumored to come out next year. Now, if it did come out next year, that means all the games that you'd be getting right now for the Xbox 360 would not be usable on the Xbox 720 if there was no physical disc. That would also mean that if the Xbox 720 came out in the holiday, December, you wouldn't be able to play your recently made Xbox 360 games on that either, unless you did digital download. Digital download is great, okay, but how many people actually have a 250 gigabyte hard drives? Who actually does? I mean, there's a large amount, but there's also an even larger amount who do not have that, and they cannot afford to keep putting all their games on there. They have to start deleting them, then downloading them again. And that also brings up the point, not everybody has broadband internet. Now a lot of people think, well, a lot of people will get it, or, well, if you don't have the money, you shouldn't be having it anyways. Who are you to sell somebody what they can get or not? I mean, what is that? Honestly, I think they would, I wouldn't say kill the product, because I said they would sell. They will sell, and they will sell perfectly. All because people will buy it no matter what they do. Heck, they can go and scribble a penis on the front of it, people would still go and buy it. But, I mean, who really cares, right? Another concern about it is what kind of, if they did not do physical disc, how would they move away from DVD? I think they might go to Blu-ray. However, Sony clearly has that market pretty well done, and if Xbox wants to continuously compete with Sony, they would have to move away from Blu-ray, which is where they bring up SSD, solid state drives. Now, solid state drives aren't bad, but they're still not at the point where they're better than Blu-ray. There are prototypes for Blu-ray disc right now that can hold up to 500 gigabytes. Okay, 500 gigabytes for one Blu-ray disc. Are you really telling me that there's going to be an actual game that needs 500 gigabytes? No, that's insane. However, DVDs can generally hold 4.7 gigabytes. That's unless it has a dual layer, double-sided, but you don't see any double-sided Xbox 360 games because that would screw up the disc. You wouldn't be able to use your games. Now, if they did do Blu-ray, their games could be great, but they would have to move eventually from DVD technology because DVD technology cannot hold the space they need for games now. Games now are smashing on that little point. You've seen it with Battlefield 3 where they released a second disc. You cannot have it all on one disc because the disc cannot hold stuff anymore. I'm not saying that 360 games are worse than PlayStation. I'm not saying that 360 games can't do as much or in bad quality. All I'm saying is that DVD technology is going down. Eventually that plane is going to crash, and if Xbox is still sitting there holding its hand, they're going to be in big trouble. Now, what they could do, because backwards capability does hamper the production and cause many more quality issues. But, I mean, come on, really. It's not that hard to do at all. And, yeah, it may cost a little bit more, but people would much rather have their games and still be able to play them than have to download every single game they want to play. What if I run out of internet and there's a new game out? I can't play it now because I don't have internet? That's bull. It's stupid. I wouldn't affiliate myself with that kind of company. That's throwing away the consumer. The consumer is always right. Yeah, you may want to go your own way, but the consumer is always right. Now, to finish up with this video, we're going to go into your thoughts, your concerns. How do you feel in this whole situation? If Xbox did do this, or maybe you think the whole entire thing is bogus and none of it's true. What are your concerns about that? You think that everybody's a big fat liar or something? I really want to reach into the psyche of this because people say they won't buy it. People say they better change. People say they better do this and that. However, people continuously get it. I mean, you see it time and time again. People say, well, if Call of Duty doesn't change it, or if Battlefield doesn't release a patch, well, if the Wii doesn't start doing better games, shut up. They got it anyways. You're going to get it anyways. Maybe you not particular, but majority of people on the earth are going to get it anyways. Just like gas. No matter what the price becomes, you will get it. You'll be mad about it, but you'll get it. So like I said, leave your comments, concerns, and I'll comment back and we'll discuss it. This is Onyx Show 92, and I'm signing out.